Hey, folks. Hey, folks, just letting you know, hit subscribe so you can get the episodes as they come out every week.
And the bell.
Yes, and the bell. Welcome back, Graham.
It's good to be back on land.
It's good to have you here on land.
Yeah.
I hope your sense of time isn't all messed up, because I think you know that it's time for the Edgelord. Your sense of time is messed
Damn
up.
it.
It's all ruined. Good God.
Damn
Good
shit.
God, you've forgotten what life on land is all about.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm a cruise comic, so my comedy timing is off now.
It's all ruined.
Did you do a cruise ship?
I did do a cruise ship, yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to buy an apartment in one day in my life.
Okay.
Cruise ships are the key to that.
I think for me they
You
are.
gotta take as many cruises as possible.
For me, they might be.
If you
Until you edgies, really start buying tickets.
If you get your Norwegian cruise card stamped 10 times, they buy you a house.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I got to get a Norwegian.
You got to get on. What are you on? What cruises do you do?
Celebrity, which is kind of funny because it means I'm the celebrity.
Yeah.
Because the passengers aren't the celebrity.
That's true.
I must be the celebrity.
The celebrity is desperately trying to buy a house with this cruise ship money.
No, but
Buy an apartment.
isn't it they make you feel like a celebrity on the cruises?
I don't look at it that way.
That's what I would think.
That's probably what they think.
I wouldn't see you and go, "Oh, look, honey, it's the celebrity."
Celebrity.
Well, that's one way to look at it. Yeah. I look at it as I'm the
No,
celebrity.
then the passenger is the celebrity.
No, I'm the
You're
celebrity.
there to service the passengers. who are
I
the
did the
celebrity.
Tonight Show in June.
Yeah. Who they're constantly hounding. When you get on the cruise, they dig up your old tweets.
Is that the best cruise line celebrity? I feel like it is, right?
It's up there. I think it might be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This third voice people are hearing, by the way, Mike, we're going to give you a formal interview. It's
Oh,
our
okay.
buddy Mike
Sorry.
Recine.
I wasn't.
Don't you
I'm
dare
never sure
apologize.
when to jump in on that.
You were dead on.
Okay.
You never apologize on this podcast.
No.
Good.
Ever.
You make people, and especially women, you respect your power.
They have to respect your power.
Yeah. That's the point
That's why we're here.
of being a man.
Yes.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Graham,
Don't apologize.
Graham, how was the cruise?
It was fine. It was like half full.
This week in edging.
It's not very exciting, man. I just ate a lot of fruit. I worked out. I read a book.
What's a noteworthy amount of fruit? How much fruit that you feel like it's worth discussing?
I don't think it's worth discussing.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know. I did there was shows. They had these big theaters.
Yeah.
They put you in the theater expecting there would be a full cruise, but it's COVID. Mm-hmm. And then people don't want to be in a theater because it's COVID. So there's 1,100 seats and 50 people spread out.
Oh, it's brutal.
Okay.
50 people in a theater.
Spread out.
Ugh.
Spread out.
Yeah.
And then and then I had to do a clean 45 and a regular 45. So two different 45s.
Yeah.
And
That's a lot of comedy.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a lot of comedy.
I thought it was gonna be like a showcase or something.
No.
Yeah.
I'm up there, baby.
Oh, 45 minutes for 50 people in an 1,100 person venue. That is unbearable.
Yeah.
They can't be paying you enough.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, they got me. I need to buy a house.
There's other shows on the cruise.
The
I
economy,
imagine, right?
the comedy was. I didn't do comedy for a year.
See, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rent my whole life, and then I'm gonna move in with one of my kids when I'm really old.
Smart.
Yes.
Yeah, because other cultures do that.
Yeah.
It's just white people that don't let their parents live with them.
Well,
That's what
you're
I've
Italian,
heard. Yeah.
and what happens is your kid is going to mooch off you until you die. It's not the other way around.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you gotta.
Maybe I can break the cycle. I don't know.
Yeah, you have to.
Because I don't see myself ever owning property or anything. So I think I just live off Social Security and move in with them. And then I can walk their dog and stuff.
I live one day he gets the velour tracksuit and then he becomes the head of the house.
Yeah, right.
You move in with him, but he's
Right.
gonna be living at your house. So that means
He
you're gonna have to
fights
move
me.
into his childhood bedroom. That's where you're gonna move.
Yeah.
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 And then you'll all live there,
Uh-huh.
and you'll have to rent out the rest of the apartment, sublet it.
And I'll get bunk
That's your
beds.
plan.
Me and my brother, we'll have bunk beds. You just get to live, like a kid again, but with your son. That's the plan.
That actually
yeah.
sounds lovely.
Yeah, my wife will be dead. I have this all worked out.
Millennial Italian.
Yeah.
is the name of the show.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we got a pitch here.
Yeah.
I think you might just get a house by the end of this podcast.
You'll have your alone time because you'll be driving Uber.
That would be
between
funny
Uber
if
and
I,
pickups.
if I got a house and you didn't somehow.
I don't think that'd be
You're
funny.
just doing
That's
cruise
very
ships for
plausible.
renting until you're just.
You say that like I'm crushing it and you're doing horrible.
Yeah.
There are some cruise ship comics
but-
though, who they're just on cruise ships like 50 weeks a year, right? Like they don't pay rent even.
I've worked with those people.
Yeah.
They are all in their late 50s, early 60s.
2 divorces.
They've all been married in the 80s.
Yeah.
And they have a new wife and they're currently going through a divorce. Every single one of them are currently going through a divorce. And because they I guess they never really they're not good.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to get a day job, or they didn't know how to get a day job, so they just became a cruise comic.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. And because you can still do in international waters, you can still do 80s comedy. There's no rules.
Yeah, you can do Monica Lewinsky jokes.
You can't get canceled 12 miles off the shore.
You can talk about Lorena Bobbitt.
I told this.
I'm not a hack out here.
No. I mean, honestly, yeah, it's.
He's just telling the joke to 3 seagulls.
The person who booked me wants to book younger people.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
And kind of do like a newer.
Nice.
She's younger and she's trying to book young, and it's
That's
just
a mistake.
It's a mistake.
Yeah.
And I am not. I don't do great.
Yes, it's just like,
And I'm kind of proud I don't do great.
You should.
Yeah.
Right, cruises aren't cool. Cool people aren't going to the comedy show on the cruise. Like, you don't want younger, hipper comics. You want the square toe leather shoes, the striped button down,
Piano
key
the
necktie.
Boot cut jeans.
Like,
yeah.
that's who
Yeah.
you want on a cruise
Yeah.
ship. That guy's built for a cruise. And
Show
he's gonna
shirt.
crush.
A guy with a show shirt.
Oh, always shows up with a show shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, on a hanger.
Yes.
hanger.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
doesn't
that
wear
guy.
a show shirt all day. Yeah.
A lot of gel.
Yes.
And they crush.
Yeah.
And but I will say the
Tell you
younger
about their
people.
shot when they went on Star Search in '87.
Yes.
And lost.
I mean,
yes.
no joke though.
No, I know these guys.
Yeah. and I will say this though, the people who under 45.
Yeah.
I did do, like, people in their 30s I was doing well with.
Uh-huh.
But and that's, 20% of the crowd. So what was that, like 10 people?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, should we introduce our guest here?
Yes.
Let's give him the formal intro. Oh my God, this is exciting. I love this guy. Very
You almost
funny
botched it.
comic. He's a stand-up comic who's been on Comedy Central's Roast Battle. Also has a half-hour special on Comedy Central. Multiple appearances on Conan. And you can listen to his album Union Delegate wherever you listen to albums.
Guest Lord. Welcome, Daddy.
Mike
Recine, everybody.
Oh, yeah,
Hi.
Mike Recine. How are you, Mike?
Thanks for having me. I'm great.
Thank you for being here.
What is this show? You have on people who you think are edgelords, and you make fun of them. You make fun of them to their face.
No.
No, not quite.
We
It's
are
close,
not
edgy.
edgy.
We are the edgy.
We are,
Okay.
and we're trying to see if you're edgy enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty fucking edgy.
Okay. Well, we're about to fucking find out.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I just said fuck.
Okay. Well, he's off to a good start.
So what happens is we are going to ask you a series of questions here, and then we are going to grade you on a series.
Say bitch, ass, shit,
Stop!
Yeah, please. No, this is a family podcast.
pussy.
There's so much bleeping.
I say all the.
You're never working a celebrity cruise. That's
I'm not. I've made that choice. But I say all the curse words.
Yeah, we'll get you on Carnival though. Don't worry. There's no fucking rules on a Carnival cruise ship.
Nice.
But anyway,
Carnival cruise. No fucking rules.
No fucking rules.
there are a lot of rules apparently. Anyway, you get. We're gonna grade you 1 to 5 kettlebells of edginess.
Okay.
And you want 5.
5's the best.
Okay.
You want 5 kettlebells.
Okay.
You gonna kick us off, Graham?
Edgy lightning round.
It's electric.
Mike Recine, we're going to start you off with the holy trinity of questions, which we ask every single guest. Mike, what is your favorite drug, alcohol, and cigarette brand? And you have to have an answer for all 3.
Okay. That I like to consume, or like what I'm a fan of.
Whatever.
Yeah, you answer
Yeah.
what you want.
Yeah, no rules. Except for the rules I laid out.
I don't know what's the best let's start with cigarette brand first, 'cause that's the lesser known. I guess I would go with I don't know. I kind of like the if I had to smoke a cigarette, I would go American Spirit, the menthol lights, the light green box.
Menthol lights, yeah.
Yeah, because the menthols are too heavy. The regular ones are too heavy.
American Spirit is sort of a.
It's like the nature, the little natural.
It's a little more expensive, but then menthol is like
It does feel
what
kind of
poorer
silly.
people
Yes.
like.
Right. So it feels kind of silly, to smoke the
It's, you're a man of the people. You're
menthol
everything.
cigarettes with an Indian on it.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
I guess I guess I'm kind of partial to Parliaments.
I like.
Those seem like
Parliaments.
a good,
Yeah.
like a good middle of the road.
That's what I
type
feel.
Of
Yeah,
cigarette.
it's
Yeah.
for the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice logo. It's classy.
I like a Parliament. I like.
You
a
could put
Parliament
cocaine in
cigarette.
a little.
'Cause it's not- it's not
That's
too-
what. That's what part of the. Yeah, that's what it's for.
Is that what is it for real?
I don't. I think they're just saving a little extra tobacco. I bet over the course they had some like consultant come in. He's like, if you put an eighth of an inch less of tobacco in every stick, you're gonna save like $2.3 billion over the course of 12 years or something. I made that up.
They got my ass.
Yeah.
And alcohol.
I guess alcohol. I'll just go like bourbon. I like a bourbon on the
Any type?
rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like. I guess not like a top shelf, but like a middle shelf, like
I'm seeing a trend here. Okay.
Woodford Reserve or
Yeah.
like Elijah Craig. I guess is good.
It's a good one.
Buffalo Trace,
Sure.
is good if they have it. Yeah,
Yeah. Those are nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Nice middle of the road picks.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. And then I guess my favorite. I've only done cocaine twice, but I kind of liked it. It was fun. It was fun both times. Yeah.
What were the two circumstances?
The first time I did it in a rental truck, and
Yeah.
I outside of a strip club, and then I was just up all night.
Yeah.
And I was like walking around Sunset Park until the sun came up, and I just felt like really funny.
Yeah.
You know, I felt like I could just go and do a long set. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think the second time I did it with like my boss from work, her husband had some, and I just did a little bit. But now it's like kind of scary. People are dying.
Yeah.
yeah, less fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bummer now.
It sucks.
What happened? How did you end up in a rental car doing cocaine?
I think I just went to because I was driving it for work. I was doing moving jobs, and I took a lady friend of mine to a strip club, and we just did a little cocaine. She had some, so I just did a little cocaine outside of the
fun.
strip club. That's
See,
fun.
this
Yeah,
is fun.
yeah.
See, now these are
This
stories.
is a
we
good
need.
answer.
This is a good
Yeah,
answer. Yeah.
And then I had the
Yeah.
chance to do it in Nashville when I was there a couple months ago. I had somebody who I know from Twitter came to the show, which is always fun when you can meet somebody that you only know from social media. You meet them in person. So she came to the show, and then me and Adam Friedland and her were at our Airbnb, and she was doing cocaine, and Adam did a little.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. I have a kid. I have a baby now. I can't really, because that would be very bad if there was fentanyl in it. or
Yeah,
something.
you don't
And
want
And
to.
the thing about it
yeah.
is this era.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good time.
And she was like, I did it last night, and I didn't die, so I definitely could have done it because everybody was fine. But I think just the idea of doing it.
rough to explain to the kid
man.
years later that
Yeah.
daddy's
Your
not
father
here because
loved you so much,
after
but he
said
did.
zanies,
Yeah, he did a bump of cocaine.
Yeah.
And he's dead.
He got the one
Yeah.
kernel of fentanyl in the
You'd
bag.
have to tell him he was like a fighter pilot or something.
Yeah,
and he got shot,
absolutely. Yeah,
or he got killed by
No,
Antifa.
the woman.
Yeah.
who got on
You'd have to tell him that Antifa killed him.
in Nashville.
Yeah.
What's he doing in Nashville?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of
He was
cocaine
he was defending a target from looters, and they beat him to death.
He was shot by a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mike. What is your best tattoo? And you have to have one.
Oh, I don't have any, but I guess if I guess probably my grandmother's face on my arm.
That would be a classic choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a full sleeve of my Nona's face,
Yeah,
who's not with us anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that with the years of her life under it, and yeah, that's a beautiful piece.
With a Newport in her
Yeah, there she is.
you know, and an eye patch.
There's no-
And then
okay.
you just portray her like, yeah.
Every morning when you wake up and have a shower and look at your body in the mirror, no matter
Yeah.
how you're feeling, what you dreamt about, what you got to do that day, whether it's a good day coming up or a bad day, the first thing you get to see is your dead grandmother and be reminded
Yeah.
that she's no longer with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good tattoo.
Huh?
Yeah.
We don't want that.
Yeah. All right, Mike. You're. I hope you don't mind me saying this. You're a bit of an online edgelord, but you're also a Bernie supporter. What's the hardest part about explaining sharing to your incel fans?
I don't know. I don't think I have incel fans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got a little upset there.
They're pretty. I don't know. I don't really. I guess I just. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't really think I have to.
Okay.
Yeah,
They get it.
they get it.
They know what sharing is.
Yeah, I think most of them are Bernie people too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would assume so.
You know,
if
we
they're
hate
your fan.
women. We hate.
Yes, you're Bernie Bros.
Yes.
What is
Yeah.
a Bernie Bro, guys? I don't know about that.
We only like one woman. That's Susan Sarandon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Bernie
And
Bro.
we fucking get together and bro out about universal health care.
Oh,
And,
I don't think that's right. I feel like Mike will give me more. Dude, what's a Bernie Bro? Isn't that like it was like a thing? There was backlash.
Yeah, but it was fake.
Yeah, I mean it
It's
seems
made
fake.
up. Yeah.
It's absolute
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
All right,
Because they want to portray us as
bad guys.
as bad guys.
Yeah.
But we're great. We're perfect. No notes.
No notes.
Yeah.
Nothing needs to change. All right. Oh, this is a big one. Mike, Jean-Claude Van Damme or Steven Seagal?
Yeah.
I think you got to go Jean-Claude Van Damme. Steven Seagal's like a fake martial arts star, isn't he? Like, isn't he not even? I'm sure he'd kick my ass.
He tricked his way into Putin thinking he's real.
Yeah.
Which is pretty
So he's a good. He's a real actor.
yeah.
Yeah, but Steven Seagal never really does anything that impressive. It's always just like him,
Yeah,
you
it's
know, like
Aikido. Aikido's very boring. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
little throws.
Oh,
and
is that what he
stuff.
does? Is that what he
Yes, he's
does?
an Aikido
Okay.
guy. They
Okay.
don't kick. They don't really punch. They're
Yeah,
always just
yeah,
like
yeah.
grabbing and throwing.
How did he impress people in the auditions in the '80s? Then with Aikido,
Because he's 6'5" with a big like ponytail. He's a presence, and he lied. He made a bunch of shit up. He
Yeah.
said he was like a
He's a scum-
CIA
he's a
asset
scumbag.
in the like in Vietnam, doing all types of covert shit, and like he sold that story around Hollywood. He was good at selling himself.
Under Siege is a great movie.
Under Siege is great. No, he's made
Okay.
a lot of really fun movies.
I haven't seen it. I got to see that one.
It's he's a chef.
But
Used to be like a whatever, like in the military, like
Yeah,
a
like
like a
Navy
CIA
SEAL,
operative
it was
ninja,
like-
and now he's a
those,
chef
like-
because he got demoted.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
the ship gets taken over, but they forget about the chef in the basement.
Right.
Yeah, it's a
That's
perfect
fun.
movie. Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, like demoted for killing too many people or something,
yeah,
like
yeah.
one of those things.
And this is where I think where MacGruber gets it from, but he does like 11 throat rips in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
and here's the
out
other-
their throat.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You need to watch it anyway
Yeah.
because I'm gonna give you a spoiler here, but at the end of the movie, so there's like a birthday party. That's how these terrorists sneak on, but they get like Miss October 1987 to pop out of a cake. You know, so there's this Playboy bunny. So he's this Navy SEAL who saves the ship, and behind him the whole time he's got the Playboy bunny. And then at the end, when the ship is safe and he's taking out all the terrorists, he kisses the Playboy bunny, and that's the big thing. Like that's the big fantasy. Like I saved everybody, now I get to fuck a
Yeah.
centerfold.
He didn't even ask.
He didn't have to.
No.
Yeah.
It was implied.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
You
a
could
different
tell.
time.
He could tell she was into
It was a
it.
different.
In the 80s,
Yeah, yeah.
if it was implied, you could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
consent was just being in the same room.
Yeah.
Right.
Different time.
Different
place.
time.
Yeah. But Jean-Claude Van Damme, he did that video like a couple years ago where he stood on two Volvo trucks and did a split.
Yes.
You know?
Really?
Yeah. Steven Seagal's not doing that.
No,
he's not.
No,
he
Steven Seagal's barely fitting in the truck.
Shit his
Yeah.
pants if he did that.
yeah. Just like-
Yeah, Van Damme's like
he would make somebody CGI him doing the split.
Yeah,
and then he would yell at them if it didn't look
He's
right.
got like all of these Russian made or whatever these movies on Netflix like that are in like 20 seasons.
Oh yeah,
and all
yeah,
those,
yeah.
And they're
Oh,
fucking,
there's like 20. There's that many.
yeah, but they're all
Yeah.
like new. They're all from the past few
Yeah,
years.
yeah,
They just
yeah.
crank them out. It's very
Right.
funny because like he's a fat old man at this point. He's
Yeah,
truly
yeah.
like probably 130 pounds overweight and doesn't like really move. And
Yeah.
then he'll be in little scenes where he's like, you don't want to mess with me. And then it will cut to silhouette, like
Mm-hmm.
where you don't see anyone's actual face. And then it's clearly like a young, in shape man beating up a bunch of mobsters. And then it
cool.
will come back out to just like the lights on and then like, I told you.
Yeah, there's one where he plays a bad guy. You can tell it's him being like, "I'm going to be the bad guy in this
yeah.
one," and he's like a crime lord or something. And it's about like the main character of the movie is like this hot couple. It's like an Asian woman and a white guy, and they're like in love. And Steven Seagal's like the bad guy who's after them. I didn't finish watching it, but it's very funny.
I want to see these Russian movies.
Oh, they're great. They're all over Netflix.
There's a scene where he's trying to intimidate somebody. And
Yeah.
he's cutting a hedge or something. I guess he's trying to be like a thoughtful bad guy. And he's like, and if you fuck up again, I'm gonna take this hedge clipper. I'm gonna jam it in your motherfucking eye. It's just terrible
I think
writing.
They just let him improvise a little bit. Just like Ghost.
Yeah, that'd be
and then it cuts to the next scene.
Somebody wouldn't like it if I did that, would they? Yeah,
then
put that in there.
And then I heard there's some movie where he's like a commando, and then his commanding officer is like an 87-year-old man, just to make him look
Just to make
older
him look
he's
younger.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Mike, like me, you have a brother with autism.
Mm-hmm.
What's it like having an Italian family that supports Trump and presumably assumes your brother has autism because he's lazy?
Yeah, that is true. But he's very like pampered. We like spoil our sons.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah. So he can do whatever he wants.
But isn't
he's
it-
like the golden boy.
You have one of my favorite jokes about autism or having an autistic brother. I think my favorite joke that I've ever heard. You go, my brother has autism and I'm the oldest son in the family, which means when my parents die, it's my job to move back home and shoot him in the head.
Thanks.
Shoot him in the head.
That's funny.
Anyway, yeah, but how do they like reconcile that as like Trump supporters? That like if
Yeah.
like
Well,
there's no social support. I don't.
Well,
understand
there is that saying that if you make fun of mentally challenged people, your kids will be mentally challenged. So I always wonder like what my mom and dad did in their younger years. You know, they must have like driven around in a van and like
a lot of hard R's.
Yeah, a lot of hard R's. Yeah.
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 Well,
So
that's
I
why
don't know.
Boston
Filled with
mentally
mentally
disabled.
Yeah. And I don't make fun of mentally disabled people. My kid's a genius.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's truly to tell.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, I guess.
No, he'll be
No,
fine.
no, it is though.
Nah,
No, I do worry about it.
No, but seriously,
he'll be fine.
it keeps me up at night.
Yeah. We just keep him unvaccinated.
That's the secret.
Yeah.
That's the secret. Okay. Mike, which Sopranos character are you?
That's a good question, Robbie. And I have thought about this a little bit, and I guess I like to think that I'm Carmela's therapist in season 3.
Oh, wow.
The wise guy who's like, you know, this is blood money. I can't accept it. He's like the only like decent character, I guess, in the show.
I don't think so, because then
Yeah.
he kind of snitches on her at that dinner of therapists later
does he?
when he's like tells.
Oh.
No, Carmela's
he-
therapist. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
no,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
thinking of his therapist's therapist.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because I think that guy's only in one scene.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who I'd like to be. I would like to be Furio's uncle in season 4. When you remember when Furio goes back to Italy and he's like, I'm in love with the boss's wife.
Yeah.
And he's like, are you fucking her? And he's like, of all the shit I pulled, I never. I feel like that guy needs an origin story.
That guy's great.
'Cause that was like, and he's only in one scene too, but just a fantastic. It's such a fun character.
Yes.
All the shit I pulled.
Because Furio's so big and good looking, and his uncle's like a little, like a little
Yeah.
elf.
His uncle's a very, his uncle's like, you fucking crazy. You follow the rules. You follow the rules. Yeah, that's the boss's wife. You can't fuck the boss's wife.
Yeah,
it's very
yeah.
for a Bernie guy. It makes sense. Very
Right.
class conscious conversation.
Right.
That's
He's also,
true.
Yeah.
He's also being supportive of his nephew who's
Yeah.
like in trouble, which is like how we all like to think we would act if our families were in trouble.
He's a little supportive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think I might be. I guess I'm Johnny Sack.
Johnny Sacamano.
Which one was Johnny Sack?
Oh, that was the guy, the kind
guy
of like
with
the
the-
underboss who then kind of becomes the boss.
Yeah.
And then he gets killed.
He gets to be boss. Well, he gets cancer.
He dies of cancer in
Yeah.
jail. Yeah.
Oh yeah. He smokes
Do not
cigarettes.
let Ian Fidance hear this podcast because he's watching the show now and he's like, no spoilers. It's a 20-year-old show.
We just watched it. I mean, the reason I'm like pretty well versed in it is because we watched it over the pandemic. I'd never seen it. I watched it for the first time like a year ago.
I rewatched it maybe a year before the pandemic, and I remember I spent like 2 months just swearing a lot in my vocabulary. I just went, I was fucking this, fucking shit, cocksucker. Everything was just like, I just became that guy.
You got to be careful because you will eat too much like pasta and cold cuts if you
Oh, the
watch
whole
too
time
much.
I was watching it, we're eating pasta all the time.
You like forget that it's bad. It's terrible for you.
yeah. There's a reason all the people look the way they look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, like maybe if I don't eat any bread, I can eat like this and be jacked.
I always think I can get away with that. I'll get like cold cuts and then cheese and then make like a little cold cut wrapped around cheese.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then eat that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Probably not ideal.
It makes me feel bad.
You know what's good? My grandmother used to put these out. She'd do a breadstick and wrap prosciutto around it, and that's nice. That's
That
a
is
nice little snack.
That sounds
yeah.
very nice.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
That's a woman you want to get tattooed on your arm. I would
Yeah,
say.
yeah, holding a breadstick.
Oh,
The breadstick out of her
part
mouth.
A little breadstick.
Yeah,
There we
yeah,
go. Now we're talking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. That was a good question.
Thank you.
Do you think your infant Italian son will live at home when you're an adult, or move out early because he wants some stability?
Yeah, I hope he lives at home,
That's nice.
but he'll probably move out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird to think about because I moved out when I was like
That question was written before we already talked about it.
Yeah, I guess I hope he moves out and then I can move in with him when I'm older.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh, we talk about that off air or on air?
I don't remember anymore. I really don't know.
Anyway.
Well,
you know what's funny is like I moved out when I was 20 and I moved to New York and got my own place and everything. And then like you'll be in New York and you'll do comedy, you'll meet people who are like, "Oh yeah, my dad lives on the Upper East Side. I just stay with him."
Yeah,
and they have like a free place to live in the city. So I feel like you like to think that in life you're like playing by the rules and playing fair and like doing, and that
all
there's just
rigged.
no point to do it. There's no point to doing that.
Yes.
You should cheat and use every advantage that you have.
Well, someone we were talking about just before this podcast, I remember when I started out with them, they had that advantage.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice.
Sure, there's advantages.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just. But of course, you're right. You're right. If
You got to
like,
take every advantage you can.
If you're playing some type
Yeah.
of honorable game and other
Yeah.
people are starting fucking on third base, so to speak, like what's the point?
but nobody cares.
Yeah.
Nobody's
That's the other
keeping
thing.
score. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, where are you from originally?
Jersey.
You're from Jersey.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's nice. I could always go home and do my laundry or whatever.
How far?
Like an hour south.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You could have lived there and done comedy if you really wanted to.
It's too far. To,
No,
like,
yeah,
to
it's
go in
hard.
there
And
every
then
day.
you end up
Yeah.
one of those guys who's just always
far
hanging
away.
around like Stress Factory or whatever.
Yeah, they're like, I'm a Jersey comic. And you're like,
Okay, but
There are guys who are Jersey comics. They never come to the city, and they're like, New York sucks.
I know.
It
Yeah.
sucks. It's cliquey.
Yeah.
I'd rather just perform at Italian restaurants for the rest
Yeah.
of my life.
I know those
yeah.
guys. I've met a couple
Yeah.
of them.
They're weirdly like bitter. They're weirdly like
Yeah.
sore about it.
It's
Because they went to a mic and nobody laughed at their
Yeah,
stuff.
this one guy, he was telling, we did one show together at like a crappy comedy club. And he was talking to me like, I remembered it. And it was a long time. I was like, dude, you have no idea how many shows we're all doing in that city.
yeah.
We can't remember that. I can see
Yeah.
2 years ago. I can't remember that shit.
That's if you start in a city that's not
Yeah.
New York or LA. Did you start in New York?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, so like I started in Tampa, Florida, and like there's always in any scene that's not New York or LA, there's people who moved to New York or LA, didn't work out, they came back,
Yeah.
and then they're just always telling everyone like, you don't want to move there. It's,
Yeah.
it's cutthroat. It's competitive.
Yeah,
no
yeah.
one likes you. Everyone's only out for themselves. There's no genuine people there. And it's like, no, that's your experience because you fucking suck.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Yes.
why you're back here.
Yeah.
You know? There's fucking plenty of people who are cool. Like you just suck, and that's now you're like poisoning the well for everyone else.
Yeah, yeah.
Mike and I started out together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comedy Corner.
Comedy Corner. Open mics.
Me, Grant, and Andrew Schultz.
The squad,
The squad.
all the boys,
The
come.
old crew.
the old
Yeah.
crew. Where was
Yeah, yeah.
Comedy Corner?
CB's
Oh,
Comedy
CB's.
Corner.
Yeah.
It used to be called Sal's Comedy Hole.
Yes, I did it when it was both places. Yeah.
I used to be a waiter at a seafood restaurant in Chelsea, and this is like before I really did comedy. I did like a couple open mics, and anyway, we got a bartender, and he just left in the middle of a shift. He was like his first ever shift, and he took a bunch of money from the register.
God bless him. Good for him.
And that was Sal.
Yeah.
From Sal's.
Yeah.
I remember starting doing mics. I was like, I remember I brought it up to him a couple of times, and he just would ignore me and
Yeah,
walk
yeah.
away. Like it never happened. I was like, okay, I guess it never happened,
So
man.
when
And then he
Sal-
opened his own place from taking money out of the register.
Yeah.
He opened his own place. Yeah.
When he ran away, when he was kind of chased out of New York, he moved to L.A. and opened Sal's Comedy Hole there. And
Yes.
I got to know Sal in that phase of his life as opposed
Yes.
to New York. But the first place I ever did a set in New York was CB's.
Mm-hmm.
I had Check Spot when I was visiting from L.A. Yeah. A Big J got me the set.
Nice.
It was my first Check Spot.
See, I wouldn't want a comedy club named after me.
No.
No.
Because then people are like, what? This guy failed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if you're one of those guys who sometimes
Mike
gets up and
Ricine's
does-
comedy club. yeah.
Where you do time.
Comedy hole.
Comedy hole, yeah.
Comedy hole.
Yeah.
Comedy orifice. Mike Racine's orifice.
He didn't have the best
Oh,
taste.
Mike might be dropping in later tonight. I just come in like a trench coat and I just terrible.
A bunch of like idiot open micers think you're cool or like think you're a big deal.
Yeah.
I-
Mike might watch your set. I'm
Remember-
just drunk, fat and drunk. I pissed my pants. I'm just like, yeah, you really got something. Dude, I remember there was a mic at New York Comedy Club, and there was a guy that would come in, and he was like, and they were like, yeah, he's gonna watch you. He's gonna
Like
be
an
like
open
the-
mic, you mean? Yeah.
at like an open mic, and the guy invented the Bringer Show. He was the inventor of the Bringer Show, and he was like this older, like heavy set guy.
Yeah.
Bringer show
and I-
is when if you want to, if it's a way to trick young comics into filling out your comedy club. You go, yes, you can get stage time, but you have to bring 5 people.
Yeah.
You know, and they go, okay.
Yeah.
And so you get like a packed
And
out
when you're a
show
new
of-
comic, you go, really? Really?
Yeah.
I can get on stage. I only have to bring 5 of my friends.
Yeah.
And they all pay $65.
Yeah, to watch 10 open
To watch
micers.
10 open micers. Yeah.
Yeah. How
He
many?
started the Bringer show.
Yeah. Some people look at a comic and see one person. I see 6. A visionary.
I see $240.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how many bringers did
In
you do,
revenue.
like coming up?
Oh, probably 5.
Yeah, I think I did.
I ran out of friends, and I was like, then that's what happens.
Yeah,
they're
that's what
basically they're
Yeah,
like
that's
Cutco
always
knives. You
Yeah,
like
yeah,
run out of
exactly.
family to sell to,
You
and
did-
then it's
yeah.
over.
I did 3 or 4, and then you realize like, oh, these are a fucking scam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right, Mike. Favorite way to shred your bod?
I guess I just like to lift weights and not do cardio. I like to lift weights.
it's a good way to shred your bod.
Yeah, I can see that in your shoulders.
Yeah.
that's a lift weights doesn't do cardio build you got going there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have kind of like a belly, and I should do cardio, and I refuse to.
Well,
I refuse to.
Well,
do
you're a
it.
man, for God's sake.
Yeah.
if you get the chest if you can build up your chest and to stick out almost as much as the belly,
Yeah, right.
do you
right.
really
It's
have
like
a
not
belly?
Yeah.
That's pretty brilliant.
you know?
We should do.
Or if you
put out
build up,
workout
if you build up
DVDs.
your shoulders and your back, it kind of takes focus off of the.
Unless you're facing someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But if your back is turned to them or it's the side, then it'll look good. Well, not the side, but
Yeah. I guess I kind of like hit cardio because
Yeah.
But then how much hit cardio do you have to do? At least like 20 minutes, right?
if you talk to Mateo Lane, who's
Yeah.
shredded,
0%
he
body
is-
fat. Yeah.
shredded gay guy,
And he eats
very
pasta.
funny. But he doesn't eat very much, and I think he eats
Okay.
pasta like once a month.
Okay.
I asked him what he eats. He says he doesn't do any cardio.
I feel like he eats pasta every day.
He just
He doesn't do any cardio.
eats chicken and vegetables.
Okay, so that
That's all
makes
he
sense.
eats.
Okay.
And he works out.
No carbs
Like,
at
does like
all?
HIIT. Does
Yeah.
no carbs.
Well, he does hit, but hit is cardio.
Yeah, but it's just like he'll do legs and then do arms like alternate sets, but he doesn't like run.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Anyway, it's all what you eat. It's a pretty edgy
It
part.
is. It is in
going
your.
very
I know.
deep into
I know.
Taylor
But
Lane's work.
yeah, but we should cover.
I thought
It's
about his
good that we're
body.
covering a lot of different.
I thought about his
topics,
body.
Yeah.
He is jacked. He's
Yeah,
absolutely shredded. Yeah.
It is in your diet, though. That's what they say.
Yeah, it's
But
like
I can't
80%
not
of
eat
it.
pasta and rice and bread. I
Today
like it too much.
is my
Yeah.
first day on what will be for the next like fucking 2 months, hopefully, of not eating sugar or carbs. I hit a wall. I've been eating like trash, and I've probably gained like 20 pounds actually.
You yo-yo. You
I'm-
do
I
that.
yo-yo, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm done with sugar and carbs for a little while.
Then you get back on the horse.
Yeah.
Ride the
It's
snake.
really that's really hard when you're like out and it's late at night and you're hungry. And
It
you're
is
like, what do
super hard
Yeah.
late
You
at
know?
night.
What do I
yeah.
do? Go get a chicken breast from the bodega? And
Yeah.
just eat that plain.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
yeah,
It's so
I've
hard to
done
get
that
chicken and
before.
broth. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's hard and expensive, especially, and it's expensive, right? When you're out, you need something. There's dollar slices everywhere.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
nothing exists like that.
Yeah.
for-
It's expensive. Yeah. That's my
Snacks, I
problem.
guess you could do nuts or something like if you're really
Yeah.
hungry. But
Yeah.
it is tough.
When I was really worried about it, I would do like nuts. I would
Yeah.
go get like a bunch of nuts and
Maybe
it's
a banana, maybe
too much sugar.
too much sugar.
See, I don't mind that. Like, I'll do like fruit and stuff. I'm not like avoiding that type of stuff. Just like I won't do like refined sugar, but fruit I'm fine with.
Oh yeah, I go nuts, man.
Let's dial in Mateo for some
Yeah.
workout tips.
Yeah, follow Mateo on Instagram.
From Mateo Lane on Instagram.
He said he was
print
actually
out.
losing followers, so he had to stop doing all those like hot body things.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I use
That's
my
fine, losing followers too.
I actually use my neighbor's printer to print out a picture of Mateo and put it on in my living room where I work out. And then my neighbor came in and said, "Why are you printing?"
Is that true?
No. Like, why are you printing photos of that hot gay guy? Just printing really slow. Like,
Dot by dot by dot.
anyone have a printer I can
got-
use? Yeah.
I got an old one.
Yeah. Good. And then I just hung it up. I hung up one. Yeah. And that's how I motivate myself to get shredded.
Who is your favorite all-time babe, man or woman?
My
We don't
favorite
judge.
all-time babe. I guess off the top of my head, is maybe some of the ladies from Fox News.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They got some. Yeah, I mean, they made a movie called Bombshell.
Yeah,
those
yeah,
are hot
yeah.
ladies.
Those are hot ladies.
You got any specifics?
I like that girl. Her name's Andrea Tantaros. I don't think she's on Fox News anymore, but she's Greek
Yeah, I remember her.
and kind of mean looking.
She
mean
breaks
face, which is-
the Fox mold. So you're not going for one of the blonde Fox bombshells here.
No, because I can't really think of any off the top of my head. I mean, I guess Megyn Kelly's
Yeah.
pretty hot.
Yeah, she's gone.
Dana
but-
Perino looks good.
Yeah,
Who's that new one that looks like a horse?
looks like a horse.
She's like 4 or 5 years in. She's like, I guess, objectively pretty. She's got like a long face. She's very mean.
Laura Ingraham.
Yeah, that's
she's
her.
a Nazi.
Yes.
She's been there
Yeah.
forever. She's like one of the like.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those like. I'm just gonna call someone who's like right wing a Nazi. She's a fucking Nazi. Like, there's no way she doesn't have a closet filled with like memorabilia somewhere in her house.
Just like the dad from American Beauty, just one plate with a swastika
Yes.
on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
She eats bagels off of it. yeah. Margot
she
Robbie.
burns the bagels in an oven.
Margot Robbie.
She's attractive.
She's very attractive.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, folks. Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie's attractive.
Very attractive.
Just three.
I'd fuck her.
She's what we call the Mateo Lane of ladies.
3 men in their late 30s.
No, but I guess
early
I should-
40s.
I guess I
Margot
should-
Robbie's hot. Yes. This is a podcast. This is a good
No, but
podcast.
I should pick somebody from like
This is worthwhile listening to. Oh yeah.
Opinions you've never heard anywhere else. Here on the Edgelords.
I should pick someone from I guess our generation, right?
I thought you were gonna say Africa.
No, you pick
From
whoever you want.
Africa. Well, yeah, okay. Say your favorite African hottie on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Trevor Noah.
Trevor Noah.
Noah.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Maybe like Lindsay Lohan or like
What's Iman?
Iman. Yeah.
David Bowie's
Yeah.
lady.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. That's good. All right. We both said. I said that too.
Did you?
Yeah. You don't remember, but I said
Oh. Okay.
All right, good. Well, I was going to say Charlize Theron, and I'm glad I didn't, because that would have been embarrassing.
Yeah, she's part of the problem.
Yeah. Mandy Moore always looked really nice.
Yeah, she's nice.
She's nice.
That's a good one.
I don't like the way you're saying it.
yeah.
It's making me uncomfortable. No guess has ever made me uncomfortable.
I don't know if you're
when
looking through me.
You're looking beyond.
If you're trying to see if I'm gay or not, or
I've always,
you're like, do you think she? Yeah, she's.
I've always liked Mandy Moore.
Yeah.
I think she has a thing about her.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Let's go Mateo Lane then.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
think
good
we can all
choice.
agree that Mateo Lane. Yeah.
Yes, he's one of the hottest people we all
One of the
know.
hottest people.
And Mike, final question: what is your favorite euphemism for sex?
Well, give me some examples.
Well, I mean,
Let's see. We got
Obvious
doing.
ones. Yep, there we go.
Yeah. Doing the nasty.
okay.
Yeah.
Making love. That's one.
Okay.
That's. I'm not sure that's a euphemism. That might be a direct hit.
Knocking boots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking your wife.
Sure. Yeah.
That's a
Another
good one.
euphemism. I like how all your euphemisms are not euphemisms.
Putting a penis putting your penis in a vagina.
Yeah, that's very clinical.
Again.
Inserting. I think I'll go inserting the penis into the vagina.
That's what you say when you're getting hot and heavy with your wife.
Yeah.
Say, honey, it's time to
Time to insert my penis
into your vagina.
into your birth canal.
Oh wow.
What is that a euphemism for?
Anal sex.
Oh, okay.
Honey, I'm gonna insert my penis into your, and I wink and I go birth canal. Yeah.
That'll get her.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got to.
What are? I'm sure I can't think of any off the top of my head.
There's banging, boinking, doinking,
Knocking
trading
boots?
paint.
Yeah.
He said knocking boots. Washing the what was it? The mop in the slop
Washing the
sink?
dog.
Washing the dog.
Washing the dog
I
is
think we just
good.
made one up, and I like
That
it.
means your dick is a dog?
No, but there is a term for like it's called 2 dogs in a bathtub, and that's when you it's like the term for putting your balls into a vagina because it's really hard to get 2 dogs in a bathtub together.
we got to a good place here. Yeah, it took some coaxing, but we got it. Yeah,
Because it's like really difficult. I've never tried to
It
put
sounds
my
super painful.
I
I
love
don't.
it.
Yeah.
It could only no good will come of that.
Yeah, imagine having an erection and just being like, nah, you know what? Having like a good erection and be like, I'm gonna go with the
We're gonna
balls.
throw 2 balls in there.
And just like trying to fit 2 dogs in a bathtub, you're probably going to hurt your balls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
doing it hurt your balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a bad idea all around.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try it.
yeah.
All right, we've got a score to tabulate.
We
here.
certainly do.
Bear with us here, Mike, please.
All right, so Parliament say you want Indian cigarettes, native cigarettes with menthol. It's very weird. Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna score very high.
Call them Indians. That's a good.
but
That's a
doing
kettlebell.
That's kettlebell. I like that.
Yeah.
Cool. Doing cocaine outside a strip club.
Oh, that's
Like,
edgy. Yeah.
Did I say Indian when I described American
You certainly
spirits?
did. Yeah.
Is that
Since he's talking to us right now, I'm not
yeah,
sure why.
you
Yeah,
can-
it's like
you can say it if it's in a cupboard.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fine. That's acceptable.
cocaine.
I
out of
feel like you
medical
can say
product.
Indian though when referring to Native
It's
Americans.
bigger,
Right,
deeper, like
1980. It's not 1989. Probably still says Redskins.
You guys are gonna give me. I'm gonna get a 3.
Own a tattoo. We like.
I should have tried harder to impress you guys.
Van Damme over Seagal.
Shit.
You know that's my answer.
Fucking idiot.
Kids are gonna. He's gonna move into his kid's bedroom. That's good.
Kill his autistic brother, and you seem to really like that.
Yeah, it got me
True.
hard. I'm not sure
That
why.
should get me some points.
Perfect way to shred your butt is to not do cardio and work out.
Get those
Bulk. He's
shoulders
going for
big.
bulk.
Yeah.
Good way to
right
shred your
there.
butt is
Just
bulk.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, it's a kind of was about 5 different. Sopranos
Mandy
characters.
Moore,
We're
and then
okay
he
with that.
stared at
Oh,
me.
got real
Stared-
quick with the Mandy Moore thing, and I'm almost
he really likes
on
Mandy
on
Moore.
her.
Favorite movement for sex is having sex
No,
with his
washing-
wife.
Yes, but we landed on washing the 2 dogs in the bath.
What are you thinking there? Yep.
Okay, Mike.
5 kettlebells.
Really?
5
Yeah.
kettlebells for Mike.
Oh,
Really
wow.
good. Good
Yeah.
stuff.
It was really
Yeah.
it was the cocaine.
Does
in the
everybody
parking
get
lot.
that?
I mean, who's to say?
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah,
we don't. We're not getting a record.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not a Hall of Fame. Like
Nice.
fucking-
Nice.
But that does.
I thought I would get a lower score.
No, that was good.
So you're saying I'm cool?
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
That's what we're saying.
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah. If you weren't cool, you wouldn't be able to be part of.
Scalding hot takes.
Burn me, Daddy.
We got some scalding hot takes.
Very hot takes.
Graham,
It's
kick
fun.
us off here with a scalding hot take.
All right. I'm the first person to ever think of this joke,
Okay, good.
so it's a hot take. But I will say this: once in my life, I would like a reporter to go up to a losing football player and I picture them sort of jogging beside them as they're jogging off the field after a bad loss. And just going, you had trouble all game converting on 4th down, converting on 3rd down. Where is your God now? Just
In
screaming,
response to because they're like, first of all, I got to
Yeah.
give it to God, give it
Yeah.
to God. Yeah.
just screaming in their face. Where is your God now? I would love that. I would like to get a job as a reporter, work my way up. You know,
You would have that job for one
take
game.
years,
Yeah.
just for that one payoff. Like.
Just to slam them with the reality that perhaps there is no God, and this is what you want.
Well, it doesn't mean that there is no God. It just means you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
There could be a God.
Or it'd be fun if you win the Super Bowl and you go, first, I just want to thank the Dark Lord.
Yeah.
I want to thank Satan. I want to thank Muslim Satan for helping us win the Super Bowl.
You would be my favorite.
Yeah.
Favorite athlete.
Yeah. And Satan, you wouldn't say Satan's Muslim because you don't want to mess with those people.
No.
They don't like
But
it.
do they not
Yeah.
have their own? Did they not have their own Satan?
They must, right?
I don't know if they must.
I don't think
Jews
they
don't
have-
have a
they
Satan.
don't have a
so
Satan.
I really
They
don't know
don't
what
have a
Muslims are.
But
up
I'm
to
pretty
that
sure
way.
that is haram.
Yeah.
to say.
Christianity. So I guess Christianity's kind of fun because we got like the we got like the devil.
You got the devil. You got
Yeah,
the.
we
So
have
I guess Christianity is pretty fun.
yeah. We have like a bad guy.
You got a
do have
bad guy.
You
It's
have
good to have a bad
for
guy.
sure.
But
yeah.
I guess Jews have many bad guys over the course of history.
we have Christians. Yeah.
Yeah, real guys.
real guys. Yeah.
You have real guys.
Yeah.
Real bad guys.
Muslims have George W. Bush.
Muslims have cartoonists. Muslims have Charlie Hebdo. And George W. Bush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a twofer. I bet George W. Bush has some of those cartoons hanging up at his house. Mm-hmm. All right, I got one. We're a couple days. We're about day 5 or something.
Of Hanukkah?
Into the M&Ms kerfuffle.
Oh yes.
That was going around. They're not fuckable anymore, and some
Yes.
people are mad about that. Really, no one cares. Actually, everyone just thinks it's silly.
Well,
that the
I'm a
company
little
did this.
mad about it. But you do your take.
Oh, I want to hear why you're mad about it. Then I'll go on to my take.
Well, I don't really, my take is that I don't really care what they do to the M&Ms. There's nothing wrong with rebranding or updating the M&Ms.
Okay.
But it didn't seem like any of the new M&Ms have any like funny or interesting personality traits that they're really bringing to the table. And I feel like we're just sort of, it's like very indicative of the sort of sanitized world that we live in, where
Yes.
it's like, oh yeah, she doesn't wear high heels anymore. She wears sneakers, and she's a good friend. And then they made the brown M&M like they made her like a girl boss, which there's nothing wrong with being a girl boss, but there's nothing like funny about that.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like it's somewhere in around like maybe 2017 they got rid of all the comedy writers.
Yeah.
Mars fired all their staff writers.
Yeah. Like there's so many like comedy writers in their 50s that are out of work right now.
Yeah.
And they've been replaced with people who like have no
Stealing the character
have no
from
soul.
M&Ms. They're soulless. These are
Yeah.
almost communist M&Ms.
Because I don't even know what they're doing to the M&Ms. It doesn't really make sense. You know? It used to be like the red M&M was
There was a time where a man could go out, for a night on the town and fuck a green M&M.
right.
You know?
Well, no,
at least a green M&M had the decency to make your dick hard.
Yes.
You know? You'd say, I'm a virile man and I want to fuck this anthropomorphized piece of candy.
No, but it used to be like the red and the yellow M&M were a gay couple, and then the blue M&M was a cop, and then the green M&M was a hot lady.
Is any of this true?
I don't know, but
I was
but
like,
you could describe the yellow M&M's personality. You know, he had
as a gay guy.
he had a nut stuck in his body, and it made him a little slow.
Oh yeah.
And his life partner was always getting annoyed with him.
Oh, you know what?
Like that's funny.
That's actually true.
Yeah,
That's
he was
really true.
contaminated.
Yeah, they did have like
he had a
Laurel and Hardy
condition,
thing
a Laurel
going.
and Hardy thing.
Yeah. Or Abbott
Yeah.
and Costello.
Yeah,
You're
he was
right.
getting annoyed. And then the orange M&M, I guess he was the pretzel M&M, I think, maybe.
Not sure.
They used to have crispy M&Ms. Those were good.
I remember the crispy.
I don't
M&Ms.
remember. I don't think
They're
they made
better
it.
than the pretzel M&Ms.
Yeah.
So now they got the pretzel M&Ms, and the orange guy is the pretzel M&Ms, and they're what I saw what they're doing to him is they're like, he has anxiety.
No. Really?
Yeah.
The M&M has anxiety.
The orange M&M has anxiety. Wow. But like, okay.
What does that even mean?
But does he do anything funny? Does he have a peanut stuck in his ass and then that makes him dumb? Because that's funny. You know? I just hate this world that we live in. Where
I don't
like,
think that world exists that
where,
you're
like-
describing, where he had a peanut stuck in his ass, so he was dumb.
no, but that was my interpretation
I
of
know.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you.
he has
We're just
anxiety.
Yeah.
The M&M.
It just seems like we're letting 23-year-olds run the entire world. who
Well,
have
fear of
nothing funny.
23-year-olds
Fear-
anyway.
Yeah.
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 Like puritanical Zoomers,
Right,
like
because
run everything.
That's the thing. No one cared what the M&Ms were like. No one was calling.
No one
for-
really cared.
or knew. It seems like no one had a deeper knowledge of this than you. In fact.
But I only learned about all this stuff like this week because I was like, I was trying to keep an open mind about it. I was like, what are they doing with the M&Ms? Like, what are they, how are they changing it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Does your girlfriend have opinions on this stuff?
No.
No.
I don't think she cares.
Yeah.
Well, my hot take
she's
was that-
she's too smart to care.
I maybe.
I don't think anyone cares.
Tough to
It's
keep
just
track.
silly.
Very bright.
No, I kind of care actually.
Yeah.
Well, you're the one.
Yeah.
You're the one. My hot take is that
Yeah.
this is an opportunity in the market for Skittles to come out and say
Mm-hmm.
we're bigoted. If you want your candy to be fucking stereotypical,
Or anti-vax.
aggressively hateful, or
That's
anti-vax.
really, that's
Yes.
really funny.
There we go. There
No,
we-
imagine like a different color Skittle, and it's all just like a family from
What?
I don't want to stereotype, but, from New Jersey, from Staten Island.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's just a Staten Island family
Yeah.
of Skittles.
And that's a market. We got to
Yeah.
we can tap into this
Too many
market. Now that
colors.
M&Ms is-
yeah.
Not,
It's
they
all
wouldn't-
my
they wouldn't
wife's.
like the rainbow in
It should
Staten
just be my
Island.
wife's family,
Yeah.
and they're all the Skittles. Yeah.
It's a beige rainbow.
yeah.
This one's
Off white,
Yeah.
but they
This
think they're
one's a
white,
cop.
but they're not white.
No.
They're way too Italian to be
They're only
considered
cops,
white.
firefighters, and nurses.
What if this? What if it's this? What if they knew that they saw what happened with Mr. Potato Head, and they were like, "Look at all of the free marketing we could get just if we change them. This
they
is going to
did do
go
that.
crazy on Twitter. We don't really care."
Yeah.
And also, even if that,
Do you think they're doing that kind of stuff, like the Mr. Potato Head thing? Do you think they did that so that people would all run out and buy Mr. Potato Head?
no,
before
but I
they
think they
made
saw
him
what happened in
non-binary?
Mr. Potato Head, and they were like,
Yeah.
"Oh, look." You know what? I think that they thought the people in Mr. Yes,
Because
Mattel
my
or whoever, they were
mother-in-law,
like,
as soon as that happened, my mother-in-law got us a Mr. Potato Head, so we have a Mr. Potato Head at our house.
oh, before they were
Still
all
in the
gone.
box.
so it's
Yeah.
moving- yeah.
She like went to Walmart and like she bought like 10 Mr. Potato Heads.
Moving product.
They
Yeah.
might be worth something.
It might be worth something. Yeah.
But anyway, I think they're like, this is a good way to market, and even if it's not, I think it's just cyclical, and I think people will go back to being funny again in like 5 years.
Yeah, there's just something dark about all this stuff. All
Yes.
this like woke. I don't even want to call it woke because that's the wrong term to use. But all this changing of things that it's not really important or have any impact on stuff. It's
Yeah,
just-
this was right
there's
after like
something-
the George Floyd stuff. They're like, you know what?
Yeah.
We're getting Uncle Ben off the rice.
Yeah.
We're getting Aunt Jemima off the maple syrup. It's like, this isn't the fucking prop. People, there's like real structural shit that needs fixing.
Yeah,
and,
and that's the thing that they give. That's what they give.
That's
you.
what they'll give you.
That's
yeah.
what they'll give you. They'll
That-
be like, "Oh,
I agree with
oh, you know,
everything you're saying.
it's Potato Head now."
But that needed to be changed.
because you,
What needed to be
Uncle
changed.
Ben and
yeah,
Jemima.
I agree with that.
That was crazy if you look at it.
Yeah, it's- yeah, I-
2021.
Yeah,
agree with
I
that.
can barely even picture what the logos look like. I remember being oblivious to it. So yeah, I'm sure
Because
it
we
can
grew up with
change,
it.
but it's like,
But-
there's real shit.
Because
Like,
if you look at the
change real shit.
old Aunt Jemima ads, it's pretty wild.
Really?
It's just like a slave being like, "I'd love making pancakes for,
Yeah.
for your white family." Like that was like the ad.
yeah.
So I could see why people are upset about Aunt Jemima. And then Uncle Ben was like the same thing. He was like a butler. You know, the marketing of Uncle Ben
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
let me make some rice for your family because I'm your servant.
Yeah.
That's how it was marketed.
Yeah.
So I could see why.
Yeah.
But nothing. The M&Ms didn't do
They
anything
didn't do
fucking
anything.
wong.
No, they didn't do anything.
Yeah,
They just made us horny for the green M&M.
Yeah.
they made us
People
horny
had
for the
enough
green
of it.
M&M,
Yeah.
and now we're blue balled.
Yeah.
Now we can't come. Now
Yeah.
America needs to come.
That's one bathtub I'm not going to stick my dog.
I'm going to run for Congress on that. Listen, America needs to come.
No, let's hear what he said.
Yeah. Just making some points.
Yeah.
Just making some points. You got another hot take?
Your version of the hot take is gone.
My version of the hot take was Skittles needs to
Skittles
step
need
up
to
and be
be
the bigoted
the
candy
bigoted
and get that
candy.
market
Oh,
share.
right. I was thinking about something else.
Okay.
That sweet, sweet, beautiful green baby.
Oh yeah.
Well, here's my hot take. My second hot take is I don't know if anyone out there uses iCal, has an iPhone and uses the calendar app. But if you travel and then you have to put something into your calendar, but you're traveling and you're in a different time zone.
Oh, that fucking sucks. I know exactly what you're talking about.
You put it at, they go, hey, you have to be in New York at this place at 7 p.m. So you put it in at 7 p.m. and then you're in fucking mountain time and then you move back and you're going to be an hour late. Because it switches on you.
Oh, it does.
It fucking switches on you.
sucks.
It's the dumbest function in the world. I have to fucking calculate now what different time zones are. And I don't know. I know that West Coast time is 3 hours.
Yeah.
I said an hour a second ago, but I'm not sure what mountain time is. I don't know what you hill people are up to.
Yeah.
And also, if you want to scroll down to change it, you have to go 7 p.m. and then you have to change it to Eastern Standard Time,
Right?
In order for it to stay. But then when you're trying to look at your calendar, if you're still in Mountain Time and people go, "When is your thing?" You have to look at your calendar and it'll say like it'll say whatever the fuck it'll say. Let's 6 p.m. on your thing when really it's at 7. It's the fucking worst. And whoever invented it should be drug out in the middle of the street and shot.
Right. Here's what I do. I set the alerts, and I set 2 alerts. I do one the day before and one 2 hours before. Because 2 hours, you're good. You're not going to miss something that's 2 hours. If you're reminded that you have to be somewhere in 2 hours.
But if you think where you have to be in 2 hours is in 2 hours, but really it's an hour.
I'm still kicking myself for missing that gig.
Oh, yeah. I've forgotten all about it.
No, I know, but I needed the money.
Yeah.
And I missed it. I forgot about it. I forgot to set the alert. If I had a 2-hour alert, I would have made it.
There's a setting that actually overrides that, though. You can find it in settings so it won't make that auto change.
Yeah. I don't even really
now
know
I have
what
to
you're
do homework?
Yes.
I don't even really know what you're talking about.
Do you understand what I was saying, though?
Yeah.
So if
It doesn't change the time zone.
So if you put your if you're
on the road, you're in
if
California.
you're in California and you get an email saying, "Can you be?"
You have a spot at 7 p.m. at
Yeah.
the New York Comedy Club Friday night.
Yeah.
Great. You put it in your phone for 7 p.m. When you come back to the East Coast, it's going to be 10 p.m. because it's going to auto change it to the time zone.
Oh, that's weird.
and so you're going to show up at 10 p.m. and you'll have missed it by 3 hours.
Yeah. But don't you know the
A smart person, yes, would know.
But that's
I
why
don't
that's
know.
why
It
you
fucks
set the
me every
alert.
time.
That's why you set the alert the day before, because you go, oh, okay, because you wouldn't go, oh, I have that spot at 10 p.m. because you remember them saying 7 or does
I
it
don't
still-
remember.
It fucks you, yeah.
No, I get fucked. It's a dumb function. I think it's like, and if you scroll down to change it, it changes the time. You can't scroll. You have to scroll down to change the time zone. But in doing so, you have to touch the time, and so it changes the time again.
Yeah.
If anyone is still
It
listening
fucking kills.
at this
Yeah,
point,
yeah,
I'd
yeah.
be fucking shocked. I would be absolutely
I'm just thinking about the
amazed.
M&Ms.
Mike, you sitting on any hot takes? Anything you want to get off your chest?
No, I don't know. Not really. I guess earlier today I was thinking about. I was thinking about the M&Ms a lot. Everyone, because I don't have a lot of hot takes. Actually, I'm not a very opinionated person, and when people are talking about stuff, like sometimes I just don't have an opinion on stuff, and I feel like something's wrong with me. And then something will come out, and I get very fired up because there's something there that I feel like needs to be said. I'm not a guy who has opinions on everything, but the M&M thing. The M&M thing, I was like, this is fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Because this is not funny. Because I only think in terms of what's funny.
Yeah.
You know? And I like things that are funny and that kind of get close to the line a little bit and are fun. There's nothing fun about the brown M&M being like, I'm a girl boss.
Yeah, it's not funny.
I'm the
orange one being
boss.
like, I have anxiety. I have severe
I have
anxiety.
severe
and I need help.
anxiety. Yeah, I have panic attacks. Yeah.
I'm a
It's hard-
joyful candy and I have panic attacks.
Yeah. It's hard to do my podcast sometimes because I'm so anxious. Yeah. I haven't gotten out of bed in 3 days.
That's fun. But
That's
here's
fun,
the thing.
yeah.
I think that the reason why The Office was so popular amongst like Gen Z and everything, and also like little kids love like the 1940s Looney Tunes, is because they were allowed to be funny.
Yeah.
So they don't have anything that's made new like that.
Yeah,
So
right,
they sort of gravitate towards the older shit where you could
Right.
actually, they're like,
Yeah.
it's like contraband, you know?
Right. You could take those risks. Bugs Bunny could be a little racist.
Yeah,
Bugs Bunny was full on racist.
yeah.
All those cartoons were all the old like Disney cartoons. And,
Yeah. Which, I don't know. It is what it is.
I don't think they were racist.
Old Disney cartoons.
Old Disney cartoons
Disney
are pretty
cartoons, but
racist.
Bugs Bunny, I don't recall any. There was one. There was a couple where they would go like
Warner Brothers
in
is
the
a few.
natives, and then it was pretty
Yeah,
bad.
yeah,
I remember even as
Warner
as
Brothers
like a
was-
kid in
yeah.
the 80s, I was like, yeesh.
Yeah, and also just
Yeah.
like even like it's all fun. It's whatever, but like
Yeah, the
by
Siamese
today's
cats.
standards, like someone who's like, oh, this person is French, so they are like a skunk that's constantly trying to date rape would be like problematic, you know.
But I learned that
Speedy
doing that was bad to
Gonzalez,
women. Right. I learned that being aggressive to women was not chill.
The Mexican mouse who was super fast. There's really no stereotypes going on there except the hat, but I don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
Still, you're not going to get away with Speedy Gonzalez now.
No, you're right.
I guess the Siamese cats and Lady and the Tramp,
Yeah.
because they're like evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the Black Crows and Dumbo.
Oh,
That's
all the old
pretty
Disney
bad,
stuff
yeah.
is like full on. Just
Yeah.
But they were run by a fucking
Nazi.
Walt Disney. Yes. All right. Well, I think we've done an episode here, boys.
Good.
I think it's official.
Can you cut out the hot take about the calendar?
Do you want me to?
No, I didn't think that was bad.
I thought it was funny. It's just it's very long. Hold on. This is giving me more stuff to edit. So let's get the fuck out of here. Mike, where can the people find you?
Okay, so I'll be in Buffalo and Rochester this weekend. The Buffalo show will be Thursday night at, I forget the name of the bar, but the ticket link is in my social media bios, at Mike Recine on Twitter, at Recine Mike on Instagram. And then Friday night, I'll be doing some shows at Comedy at the Carlson in Rochester, New York. If you guys can come to that, that'd be, fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great. And yeah, Mike is super funny comic.
Thanks.
Absolutely go see him if you get the chance to. Follow him on social media, all that stuff. Graham?
Folks, I just updated my website, so my all stuff's up there, all the calendar stuff. I'm going to be doing a bunch of loony bins this year all over America. I'm going to be opening for Nate Bargatze as well in a bunch of cities. And I'm going to be doing the Comedy Fort in Fort Collins, Colorado. And I'm going to be in Houston coming up in a little bit as well, doing the Riot. So go to my website, check it out. It's all there. All the links are there and all that kind of stuff.
Well, you're all over the place. I continue to just be around the city while I'm working on the thing. So, come see me at, I don't know.
What thing are you working on?
The Problem with Jon Stewart.
On Apple Plus.
You can see me
Watch
on
it.
that.
It's great.
I'm on that podcast this week as well, so you can see that. And that's it. I guess they just leave us with what we say at the end of every episode, which is
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck your mother.